Sen ne yapıyorsun? Yo, satıyor.
But I didn't know if you organized it before. Left, just told me that we just, yeah, as we discussed. It's great to see. It's perfect. Oh my God. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you? How are you?
So you are doing the job, he's just going along.
Eventi fillon për 2 minuta.
Energjia është jo vetëm një sektor ekonomik, ajo është themel i zhvillimit, është themel i garancisë së pavarësisë dhe bazë e cilësisë së jetës së qytetarëve tonë. Forumi sot më bën të qartë, nuk jemi vetëm duke diskutuar për teknologji apo financa, por për vetë të ardhmen e qyteteve tona. Prishtina sot po merr rolin që i takon, që të jetë kryeqyteti ku lindin idetë e reja, ku nisin reformat dhe ku përqafohen praktikat e qëndrueshme të zhvillimeve të kryeqyteteve. Partneriteti ynë me vendet mike, me institucionet ndërkombëtare dhe me biznesin lokal është dëshmi se nuk jemi vetëm në këtë rrugtim. Sot këtu kemi një aleancë për të ardhmen. Të dashur e të nderuar pjesëmarrës, ardhmja gjelbër sot nuk është vetëm slogan, por është strategji e zhvillimit. I-mobiliteti si risi teknologjike është zgjidhje konkrete për ajrin që thithim, efikasiteti në ndërtesa është kursim për çdo familje dhe siguri për brezat që vinë. Energjia e diellit është potencial pasuri që duhet shfrytzuar me vizion e me vendosmëri. E Prishtina është gati të bëhet laboratori gjallë i inovacionit të gjelbër, pra një qytet që jo vetëm e përqafon tranzicionin energjetik, por e udhëheq atë tranzicion në rajon.
It's a great honor to join you today and to speak about a subject that is central for Kosovo sustainability, sustainable development, and to our shared European future, the transformation and the liberalization of the electricity market. Luxembourg and Kosovo share a strong and growing partnership built on trust, development cooperation, and a common vision of a greener, more resilient economy. Energy is not merely a technical sector. It is a backbone of growth and social well-being. A reliable and affordable energy supply is essential for innovation, for attracting investment, and for improving the quality of life of citizens. The liberalization of the electricity market is not simply a policy reform. It is a strategic necessity for Kosovo and the wider region. It fosters competition, ensuring fair prices and better services for households and businesses. It attracts private investments, enabling diversification of energy sources and the modernization of infrastructure. It encourages innovation from renewable generation to digital grids and smart metering. These are the drivers, ladies and gentlemen, that will allow to lower costs, strengthen competitiveness, and reduce exposure to external energy shocks. Liberalization also creates the right incentives for a clean energy transition. By opening the market to new actors, solar, wind, and other renewables, we accelerate the shift towards the EU Green Deal objectives and global climate commitments. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is not only a responsibility, it is also an opportunity to modernize industry and create high-quality jobs. Yet, we must also recognize the challenges. Energy market liberalization is a complex process that demands both political will and technical preparation. It needs regulatory and institutional capacity, infrastructure and grid investments, consumer protection and public confidence. Finally, also, it needs social and economic transition. These challenges are not insurmountable. They can be overcome through strong political commitment, clear and stable regulatory frameworks, and strategic partnerships. Luxembourg is proud to be a reliable partner in these efforts. Through our development cooperation, we have already supported the Clean Energy Grant Scheme. We are supporting Kosovo private sector to invest in solar energy, energy efficiency building, and upgrades that reduce energy consumption.
It's a great pleasure to join you today at the Energy Forum and Green Business Expo here in Pristina, and I want to congratulate you all, and especially you, Mr. Panch, in heading this forum and expo here. Allow me to begin with a short personal story. I come from a small German town that lived for decades from coal mining and energy production. As children, we even had a nickname for the coal power plant. We called it Die Wolkenmaschine, the cloud machine, because we were all convinced that all the clouds in the sky came from its giant chimneys. Perhaps children in Obelich might recognize this image. But today, the chimneys are gone, the mine is gone, and the coal-driven industries are gone. Yet, my hometown is still alive and thriving. People tackle the challenges head-on, turning creativity and innovation into new opportunities. This gives me confidence that Kosovo, too, can master its energy transition with courage and creativity. Germany has long been a reliable partner of Kosovo in many areas, and energy is at the very, very heart of this partnership. Through our development cooperation, and especially through GIZ and KfW, we are working side by side to strengthen energy security and implement ambitious reforms. Together, we are supporting Kosovo's commitments under the Green Agenda for the Western Balkans and the EU integration process. This means expanding renewable energy generation capacity, modernizing district heating system, upgrading the transmission network, building the legal institutional foundations for just transition, and advancing energy efficiency in public and private buildings. Just last year, Germany and Kosovo signed a bilateral climate and energy partnership, a clear signal of our shared commitment to a sustainable and low-carbon future. Under the broader regional climate partnership, with the Western Balkans, Germany has pledged 1.5 billion euros by 2030 to support the energy transition in the region.
This is a symbol of inefficiency, of failure to deliver complex infrastructure projects, and it's also probably nobody talk about it, but it's also keeping the country, Kosovo, locked in the previous century, because this is the only producer, the main producer, supplying 90 or 95% of electricity to the country from heavy dirty coal, lignite. And there are no many other suppliers, only 2 wind farms, which we financed 6 years ago. So, and why is this the problem?
Because for investors, if we talk about bringing new investors and more money to the country, supply of electricity is question number one. So reliable and ideally green supply of electricity is a must for investors. So unless this KEC is modernized or shut down as it's planned in energy strategy by 2050, I don't expect there are many interests from large reputable investors in the country. Last week, actually, I had a good meeting with a potential investor who wanted to invest in data center. So they wanted to build a data center in Kosovo modern, which we don't have in Kosovo. And the question number one for data center is, heavy energy consumer for cooling and for, keeping the servers running 24 hours. Now, question number one is a reliable electricity supply. Do we have it, or with whom you can have this agreement? There is no one, yet. There are many plans, there are many prospects. EBRD is also working with a couple of projects, but there is no one. So data center cannot be built at the moment because there is no reliable electricity supply. This is just an example. It's an ICT, but the same in the manufacturing sector. For manufacturing, you need to run your production all day round with no power cuts. And okay, we don't have power cuts. It was a technical problem, but in the last winter was already quite significant issue with power cuts. So I wish the government deliver more. Okay, it's great to have strategies and a lot of support from donors, from embassies, signing memorandums. We also have a memorandum, but we always discuss and evaluate progress by results. And as I mentioned, the last energy asset, large energy asset, was V2 wind farms, 140 megawatts 6 years ago, since Kosovo B was commissioned 40 years ago. So there is no many progress, let's say, of new capacity achieved in the last years.
Kosova Energy Forum dhe Green Business Expo 2025 ka ofron një potencial shumë të madh për kompanitë vendore në mënyrë që edhe me u ekspozu, me u njoh me qytetarin dhe me u njoh me zveti me ofertat, kërkesa dhe me ofru zgjidhje të qëndrueshme për qytetarët edhe për bizneset. Nga ana tjetër, forumi diskuton në kuadër të tij diskutohen dhe ngritën shumë çështje dhe shumë tema që i përkasin energjisë ripërtërishme dhe energjisë së pastër, duke u bërë pjesë kyçe e dialogut të gjelbër dhe tranzicionit më të shpejtë të Kosovës në këtë sektor. Janë shumë kompani vendore, shumë kompani të rajonit edhe ka pas shumë interesim edhe prej kompanive ndërkombëtare dhe më gjërë, do më thonë që të jenë pjesë e këtij forumi dhe këtij panajiri, gjë që i kemi të ekspozuar mbi 40, të cilat secila kanë ofertat e veta për qytetarët dhe ofrojnë zgjidhje të qëndrueshme. Patjetër, qytetari është qendra e këtij organizimi dhe ata mund të përfitojnë, do më thonë, zgjidhje të qëndrueshme për shtëpitë e veta në mënyrë që thënë më ndryshe dhe më qartë të ulin faturat e veta të energjisë dhe të kthehen, domethënë, energjisë së pastër. Ky aktivitet mundsohet, domethënë, nga Lux Development, nga EBRD, nga Komuna e Prishtinës dhe GIS Kosova, të cilët janë partner, domethënë, të Chester grupit dhe Kapitali Online që qëndrojnë mbas organizimit të këtij aktiviteti. Qytetarët kanë mundësinë që për 2 ditë të shohin oferta nga afër nga kompanitë vendore dhe të bëjnë zgjidhje të qëndrueshme, qoftë për ngrohje, qoftë për krejt çështjet operacionale që i ka një shtëpi apo një biznes, dhe në këtë mënyrë të kontribuojnë drejt tranzicionit gjelbërt.